Yo, yo, what's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing, you know what it is. What's going on with y'all? Man, Deontay Wilder, don't be stuck in limbo, playboy. You know what I'm saying? You still a heavyweight champ. You still can call the shots. Maybe not against a guy like AJ, but sure enough, a guy like Tyson Fury, you know what I mean? Some people now making excuses saying, look, the man was possibly going to make Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder in the rematch, possibly 15 million, and he just signed an $100 million deal with with ESPN, which Bob Arum on record has refuted. So who do we believe? You see, fucking with the Bob father, man. You never know what you're gonna get. You never know really and truly what he got under his sleeve. You know what I mean? He says that the ESPN deal is not worth 80 million pounds or 100 million US dollars. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the guys who out there defending Tyson Fury, ducking Deontay Wilder, they saying, look, the man possibly could have made $50 million in a rematch. Excuse me, $15 million in a rematch. But what's the incentive, especially now that he has an $100 million deal on the table? Well, you know, we don't know the logistics. We ain't seen no paperwork. We ain't seen the figures. Bob Arum has said that $100 million is not what Tyson Fury got. So we're not in the know, and nobody does know. All I know is boxing fans are being deprived of what is necessary, what's needed. You know what I mean? When Lennox Lewis fought Evander Holyfield in the first fight, which I had Evander Holyfield winning, I'm sorry, Lennox Lewis winning 11 of 12 rounds, at worst 10-2. What they do? They did an immediate rematch. And guess what? Evander Holyfield was much better in the rematch, although I had him losing about 8-4 in the rematch. But it is what it is, you know? But Deontay Wilder needs to fight the man Dillian Whyte, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, what are these heavyweights trying to do? One up each other, right? The man Deontay Wilder needs to one up Anthony Joshua. Go over there to the United Kingdom. Fight the man Dillian Whyte. Get that pay-per-view revenue, that Sky box office pay-per-view revenue. Go get that bag, big man. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's going to be another pay-per-view notch under your belt. You know what I'm saying? If Deontay Wilder is that dude, if he's better than Dillian Whyte, all he's going to do is come back home with his belts, gain gain more fans in the UK, whether they love him or hate him, but he's going to be on the radar. And that's only going to make the fight between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, if it so do happen to happen, it's going to make it bigger than ever, you know what I mean? Look, the man Anthony Joshua is coming to the United States. He's about to fight June 1st versus Big Baby Back Miller. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua is stepping out of his comfort zone. You know what I mean? A difficult fight as of right now. You know what I'm saying? We don't know which big baby's going to show up. He's fighting in his hometown. You know what I'm saying? I do believe he's going to make it a difficult fight for AJ. I got AJ winning the fight, but at the end of the day, like I said, the guy's coming over. AJ's coming to the United States, stepping out of his comfort zone. Deontay Wilder's been over there to the UK already, sparked out Audley Harrison, you know what I mean? Former gold medalist for the United Kingdom. Um, what's to say him going back there? That's not a bad idea, you know what I mean? Go over there, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if he does fight Dominique Brazil, what are fans going to say? They're going to say that's Anthony Joshua's leftover. Although fans didn't say Eric Molina was Anthony Joshua, was a Deontay Wilder leftover. You know, fans pick and choose where they want to discredit a particular fighter. I'm not that guy, you know what I mean? These guys don't pay my bills. I'm just a fan of boxing. I want to see the best fights possibly made, you know what I mean? And I think the best fight for Deontay Wilder as of right now is to go over there to the United Kingdom under a PBC banner. If these guys ain't fucking with the man, if Dillian Whyte wants to leave Matchroom, or he can get a pay-per-view over there on ITV. He's a pay-per-view guy over there in the UK. You know what I'm saying? He's, to me, for 2018, he's done much more than Dominique Brazil. Dominique Brazil was sitting on the shelf trying to get a title shot, which never came, you know what I'm saying? And Dominique Brazil has said he is willing to fight Dillian Whyte, so he ain't scared of nobody, you know what I mean? But although Tyson Fury rematch versus Deontay Wilder is not happening, Dominic Brazil is all game and he's ready for his title shot, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I do think that the man Dillian Whyte deserves the title shot much more than Dillian Whyte. Excuse me, Dominic Brazil, you know what I mean? Sparked out 2 out of 3 opponents, you know what I mean? Put him to sleep. Derek Chisora on his back, laid the fuck out. And the man, that fat Australian or New Zealand guy, what's his name? That PD abuser. Marcus, it's not Marcus Brown. Is it Lucas Brown? Lucas Brown. Face flat on the canvas, you know what I mean? You check it sleeping, drooling like he needed a pillow. That kid from Chicago should have brought him his pillow. Josh Greer. You check it, big ups to Josh Greer, man. Although he did get dropped in his last fight, entertaining fighter. We'll see what's good with him for the in the horizons in the future. You know what I mean? You check it, but the Bobfather, man, he put a monkey wrench in the game, straight up. You know what I mean? He's depriving boxing fans of a great fight. Um, and I think it's just this tactic was just to get back at guys like Al Heyman. You know what I mean? You know Al Heyman is the big boss in the United States. You know what I mean? There's no way around that. You know what I mean? Sure enough, Bob Arum has Lomachenko and Crawford who do great numbers on ESPN. You know what I mean? But the caliber of fighters that are on PBC will smash top-ranked fighters all day, every day. From featherweights, I got Leo Santa Cruz and Gary Russell beating the likes of Oscar Valdez and Josh Warrington, although Josh Warrington's a wild card, you know what I mean? It's a tough, terrific fighter, you know what I mean, with tough grit, you know? Welterweights, they all belong to PBC Al Heyman, you know what I'm saying? I think Bud Crawford beats all of them, but at the end of the day, those fights are nowhere close to being made. So this is just a get-back tactic to get back at Al Heyman, you know what I mean? Sure enough, it was a strategic move to get Tyson Fury on the ESPN side, you know what I mean? Look, he might be fighting Kubra Pulev next. Kubra Pulev has no opponent, and he is signed with Top Rank and Bob Arum's outfit on ESPN. So don't be surprised if that's who Tyson Fury fights next, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, PBC definitely has the better fighters. They got the best fighters on the planet, not just USA, Playboy, the whole planet, you know what I mean? You check it, you know, they got the most world champions over there on the PBC side. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people be trying to discredit the man Al Heyman. Yeah, you know why? Because he's black, you know what I mean? People ain't never trying to give a brother a fair shot, you know what I'm saying? You know, Bob Arum may never send his PBC fighters over there to, his top-ranked fighters over there to ESPN. I'm sorry, the PBC. But I've seen Al Heyman's fighters, PBC fighters, go over there to, at the time, HBO and ESPN. I've seen them go over there to fight guys on the top-ranked side. You know what I mean? So why does the criticism always got to lie with Al Heyman? We know why. Fellas don't like a successful brother, straight up and down. And that's not just Caucasians or any other race, black people too. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get into why I think the man Kubra Pulev is going to fight Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? I think that's going to be the next fight for him. And Deontay Wilder should just one-up all these heavyweights if he believes in himself. I'm looking at the sports ticker right now. Fury's next opponent won't be champion Wilder. Heavyweights were eyeing immediate rematch after December draw. That's the sports ticker right now. I'm watching ESPN First Take. Yeah, I'm watching ESPN First Take while I'm overseas in Nairobi enjoying my vacay. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all motherfuckers can't get no 7-week vacay. I can because I'm my own boss, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody pay my bills or got to pay me or got to dictate how I live my life and where I could go and for how long. But that's neither here nor there. I'm enjoying my vacay and God is good. But, getting back to this boxing thing, I think that the man, look, Deontay Wilder said himself he's a free agent, you know what I mean? And he could fight on any network. That's all well and fine. You already heard it from me before. I don't give a fuck where fellas fight, man. I watch boxing on C-SPAN, CNN, the Cooking Network, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, Animal Planet, Discovery Zone. I don't give a fuck where fellas fight, you know what I mean? So what needs to be done? Hey, if the man Tyson Fury, that's why I had to give him the DuckTales video, and I'm a fan of Tyson Fury, but I had to do it. If these guys were serious, why they don't do a purse bid? Lomachenko, Gary Russell did a purse bid. What's that guy? Jojo Diaz and Gary Russell did a purse bid. Al Heyman won. Maybe that's the reason why the man Bob Arum don't want to go to no purse bid. Look, if ESPN Top Rank got that guap, They got that Disney money because at the end of the day, Disney is the conglomerate that owns all that shit as far as ESPN and ABC, American Broadcasting Corporation. Put up your guap, man. Put your money up. You know what I mean? Al Heyman's backed by Fox. We'll see who can come up with that money for the purse bid and have the fight on whomever wins the purse bid. You know what I mean? Nothing more, nothing less. So boxing fans can get the fight. But I'm just talking hot air right now because Tyson Fury ain't about that life. Neither is Bob Arum. You know what I mean? That fight's not happening next. But if they really wanted to make it happen, the fight will go to purse bids. You know what I mean? And whoever wins the purse bid, network and um, promotional outfit, they dictate the terms, and the fight will be either on Showtime if Al Heyman and them win the purse bid, or it will be on ESPN. You know what I mean? Nothing more, nothing less. Fellas in the chat, Mike D, what's good, son? How you feeling? Says, yo, B Marsh, how you feeling, man? One of them ones. What going, brethren? Everything blessed, man. He says, yes, big man, big B Marsh, big up. One of them ones says, good to get your opinion on this, actually. Give thanks, I'm sure there's a lot of people who not going to be, like, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, because they don't like Wilder. Like, Wilder fuck they bitch or something. Fellas be having their panties in a bunch when the word Deontay Wilder comes up, you know what I mean? I don't know why, but hey, that's on you, man. You got to live with that. That ain't on me. But at the end of the day, I just got to let it be known how I feel. If I was in the States, these are about the times, you know what I mean, before I get on my daily grind and handle my business, get the business. I wake up about 8 o'clock and I might do a live stream between 9 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Where I'm at right now in Nairobi is 6:47 p.m., you know what I mean? Doing this live stream right quick before I go out for some dinner with my pops, you know what I'm saying? Go to this nice Italian restaurant up the street. All right, where we at? Whyte, Mike D says, Whyte versus Wilder is a barn burner. That's a fight that I've been wanting for Deontay Wilder, and I've been said it. He should go ahead and handle that business. I've been saying that since about 2016, since Eddie Hearn was offering him about $3.5 million. I said, Wilder, Dawes, go get that guap, man. You go get that money, you know what I mean? Because he hadn't at that time made that kind of money. Now he's surpassed 3.5 million. He's probably gotten as most as 15 million fucking with the man Tyson Fury in the first fight. But there's pay-per-view money over there in the UK, and like I said, the man also, what's his name, Dillian Whyte, is also on a fight-to-fight basis with Matchroom Eddie Hearn Boxing. You know what I mean? So, hey, look, if Eddie Hearn and Dillian Whyte want to part ways and wash their hands and be done with each other, ain't no thing. Because guess what? Boxing over there in the United Kingdom, they gave y'all the Gale versus Eubank last weekend. That's courtesy of Al Heyman and Boxing. Big ups to them. In my opinion, I think Boxing will probably be doing big things in the UK and probably be having the best fights. Because believe you me, the Gale and Eubank was a better card than anything I've seen from Matchroom Boxing in a long time. I hope my man Del Boy Boxing, big ups to him, can vouch for that too, because he's neutral and he's not one of them UK people who be riding Eddie Hearn's nuts, you know what I mean, and trying to convince man out in the United States to purchase the zone. For what? So I could see the man Brandon Rios get punished by Humberto Soto. Man, Humberto Soto, man, got like 70 fights under his belt. And he beat the shit out of Brandon Rios, who was headlining a show in Mexico. That's that Mexican pride that kicked in with Humberto Soto, you know what I mean? And he got the job done. So what? I'm supposed to pay for the zone cards to go see a main event of Humberto Soto versus the house fighter Brandon Rios, and he gets his ass whooped? I think not. That's what I'm not gonna do. You know what I mean? But Pox and Boxing over there with in conjunction with Al Heyman's PBC, big ups to them. You know what they've done for y'all since 2019. They gave y'all Broner versus Pacquiao for free. They gave y'all. I don't know if they gave you guys Yildirim versus what's his name? Andre the Dog Durrell. You know what I'm saying? But that was a great fight that happened on Fox Sports 1. And super middleweight fights. Two super middleweight fights on two different continents, you know what I mean? Two different sides of the pond, courtesy of Al Heyman. Pay that man some respect. You know what I'm saying? I remember when fellas like Gary Shaw said he wasn't fucking with Al Heyman about 2014, 2015. You know what I mean? He was saying, oh, HBO's still gonna be around in a few years, but Al Heyman won't. Haha, joke's on you. Where's Al Heyman? He's still doing his thing, and he ain't got to pay the networks no money. They're actually paying him, PBC Boxing, to put these fights on Fox and Fox Sports 1. You know what I'm saying? Who else was a detractor? There was a lot of detractors, man. Who else? Who else? There's yeah, people like what's that guy? That writer, Thomas Hauser. He was a detractor of PBC. He said that shit wouldn't last. What we doing when in 2015? What's going on with PBC in 2015? They giving you fights in the United Kingdom, better fights than Matchroom Boxing, believe that. And they doing the damn thing in the United States, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. You got to pay homage to Uncle Al, you know what I mean? Al Heyman, man, in the background. Not even in the background. This guy's like a ghost, you know what I mean? Because the guy in the background will probably be in a photo picture. You'd probably see him in the back waving, saying hi. Nah, he's not even nowhere to be seen, but he's making power moves. I respect that, man. And if you don't, that's on you. I'm not here to convince you, you know what I mean? Yeah, what are we saying in the chat? Okay. Okay, where we at in the chat? All right, Mike D says, I got Whyte via left hook or Wilder in the late rounds when Whyte gas out. Hey, that's a good fight right there. You know, dangerous fight for Wilder, but at the end of the day, like I said, he gotta do something to up the ante, you know what I mean? AJ, Tyson Fury, they playing with the man Wilder. Wilder has been the only guy vocal about wanting to fight these big heavyweights. Fellas gonna say Wilder been was ducking AJ just because he wanted a rematch. Well, that's what, if that makes you feel better, if that makes you sleep better, say what you want. But at the end of the day, me as a true, pure boxing fan, I needed to see a rematch. I was disappointed with how Wilder fought in that fight. He fought like an amateur. Them two knockdowns evened up the scorecard on my card. 7-5 in favor of Fury, 113, a draw. A rematch is imminent, you know what I mean? Nothing, no ways around it. You know, if you don't like rematches for fights that are not conclusive, and like I said in my previous video, if you had Tyson Fury whooping and beating the shit and outboxing Deontay Wilder, do it again. He's in better shape than he was in the first fight. He's in the best shape of his life right about now. Do it again and snatch that man WBC title. If not, all y'all fans out there hating on Wilder, shut the fuck up. Because Tyson Fury just showed you that he ain't ready to go through what he went through in that first fight, especially that 12th round. All right. Mike D says, shit, I don't know if I can go certain places. I'm a 3-time violent convicted felon. Hey, man, I got an F on my record, too, you know what I mean? You check it, but that was a long time ago. You check it, but these people ain't gonna restrict me from coming back to my home country, you know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. I still travel around the world, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never get deported, you know. I'm here, man. Traveling the world, you know what I'm saying? Already. One of them once says, I don't like Wilder, but I still value your opinion, bro. I like the way you process boxing. Bless up. Yeah, I process boxing from a non-biased perspective. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, look, man, these fighters are millionaires, man. They fight on my TV for my entertainment. And I just want to see the best fight the best. You know what I'm saying? Look, Adonis Stevenson, one of my favorite fighters. He got knocked out fair and square, got beat up in a close fight. Don't let nobody tell you that Vosdick was running away with that fight. Don't listen to the man, what's the trainer of Vosdick? Teddy Atlas talking about they should have been way up on the cards. No, that fight was close. It was in the balance. The championship rounds were going to dictate who was going to win that fight. And Vosdick did what he's supposed to do as the underdog. Now, he was a favorite, actually, but he was on the road, you know what I mean? He went to Canada and sparked out Adonis. I hope Adonis gets well soon. Prayers up for Adonis, you know what I mean? But, you know, really and truly, I was skeptical about that fight, you know, because, look, I'd seen Adonis Stevenson's Instagram. In November, he was in Bermuda with his pregnant wife, you know what I mean? That means he was enjoying life, probably not training as hard as he would if he was in the Montreal in the snow or in the Crunk Gym in Detroit. You know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there, you know. Fellas just gotta, you know, I accept when fighters do get beat Straight up, fair and square, you know what I mean? And life goes on, and it's up to somebody else to come trying to get that notch off the fighter who prevailed in a particular fight. One of them once says, Mike D, numbers, do you still have the three strike rule in place over there? That's for Mike D to answer. But the three strike rule, that's usually in California. Three felonies and you're done. These motherfuckers gonna give you life. One of them one says that Hillary Clinton and her husband put in place. Yeah, man. Mike D says not where I'm at. Mandatory minimum sentencing laws. Mike D says I like Wilder, just not his fanboys. Yeah, I'll agree. I like Wilder too, but his fanboys be doing too much. They've been quiet as a church mouse though, after that draw, and they tried to convince themselves that Wilder won that fight. Man, I'm a Wilder fan, no question about it. Not for any other reason than I've been watching him since the Olympics. That year, he was the only Olympian, 2008, who brought home any kind of medal. So I've been watching the guy from a long time, and that's why I still ride with him till today, win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? And I like Tyson Fury, too. I am a fan of Tyson Fury. They're my two favorite heavyweights. You know what I mean? But Tyson Fury's not doing the fans their due diligence. Okay, one of them one says, I'm a fan of no one in the heavyweight division. To be honest, only one I like is Ortiz. That's it. I like Ortiz too. You know what I mean? I do. Dan the Man, what's up? Dan the Man from the UK, not Dan the Man from Los Angeles. What's happening, man? He says, I just got in, but I co-signed the title. Whyte versus Wilder would be great move for Wilder. Yes, indeed. Especially in the UK, just off the strength that AJ's coming to America. Wait, Deontay Wilder showed up the ante, you know what I mean? Up the ante and go over there to the UK. This is a fight that's been lingering since 2016, 2017. It's been on the horizon, you know what I mean? If Deontay Wilder feels he can knock out or go beat the guy, Whyte, let's make it happen. One of them once says, with all things considered, I agree, Dan the Man. Yes, indeed. Boxing Killers TV. What's good, B. Marsh? Heard Wilder, Brazil at the Barclays. You know, that's the easiest fight to make, you know what I mean? Two guys on the PBC side. But you know what's going to happen at the end of the day. Fellas going to say, look, this guy's fighting Anthony Joshua leftover. You know what I mean? But fellas wasn't saying Anthony Joshua was fighting Deontay Wilder leftover when he fought Eric Molina. But hey, if that's the fight that happens, so be it. I just want to see a better fight. And to me, Dillian Whyte versus Wilder is a better fight. One of them one says, I also think that the fight would be a bigger fight in the UK, but more money in the US with the high-ass pay-per-view that you guys have. That's a good point. That is a good point. You know, even Wilder versus Fury, he made they grossed over $25 million as far as gate revenue and all that. You know what I mean? So we do pay high pay-per-views over here. But at the end of the day, if both guys can decide where they would prefer to have the fight, whether it's UK or USA, just make the fight happen. Boxing Killer TV says, while this team don't pay opponents, they lowball offers. Whyte ain't going to USA for peanuts, and he shouldn't. He shouldn't go to USA for peanuts, man. He should get paid what he deserves. I'm all about fighters getting the most money they can get, you know what I mean? A lot of detractors, they hate Al Heyman because his fighters get paid well. They get compensated well. Well, you know, that's just counting another man's pockets. Why are you mad about fellas getting paid well for guys getting punched in the face, and all you do is sit on your couch and watch fellas get punched in their face and in their rib cage? They should get as much money as they deserve. Central Valley Hip Hop, how you doing? He's in the chat. He says, what Wilder needs to do since Fury decides to duck him in the rematch is get his mandatory out the way, which is Dominic Brazil. I'm tired of hearing this nonsense about him ducking Brazil. I agree with you, but at the end of the day, I do feel Dillian Whyte has deserved more. It does deserve the heavyweight opportunity more than Dominic Brazil. Who has Dominic Brazil fought? He fought that big Puerto Rican heavyweight, and he didn't look too impressive in that fight. While the man Dillian Whyte, he fought two guys, put them to sleep. One on his back, one face flat on the canvas, and he beat a former heavyweight world champion in the world in Joseph Parker. I think that warrants him to get a title shot. Mike D says Wilder versus Ward at cruiserweight. Oh man, I'm sure the newfound Andre Ward haters would love that fight. But Deontay Wilder, man, hey, that's a difficult fight for him too. Can he get down to less than 200 pounds? Andre Ward's a master boxer with a master inside game. You know what I mean? If pound for pound, if these guys were at the same weight class, that's a whitewash for Ward all day, man. You know what I mean? That's just the truth, what it is. Um, where we at? Boxing Killers TV says was was going to fly to New York to see AJ Miller, but the tickets are expensive. Shit. Hey, Boxing Killers, man. What? You ain't lying, my friend, dogs. I was looking at them tickets too for June 1st. I'd have gone to the Madison Square Garden to see Anthony Joshua versus Miller. I'm sure it'd be an electric night. It would be, that would be the first time I would actually be in attendance for a world heavyweight title fight. But I looked at them tickets, dog. Look, man, they talking about $200+ to sit up all the way in the heavens, man. I can't face that. You know what I mean? Just a trip from DC to New York, that's already paper I'm gonna spend right there. You know what I mean? And then, when I ride the Amtrak, I'm not gonna drive up there. Probably gonna be drinking, probably gonna be getting, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna drive up there. So at the end of the day, I can't face them ticket prices, man. $400 to sit middle row. I'm cool, like my man Yuckmouth says. I'm cool. Kawhi, straight face. Told to sub, hope you don't disappoint. Hey, man, just look at my content, Kawhi, straight face. You can look at the content and decide. You don't have to be told or recommended by somebody to subscribe. If you like the content, subscribe. If you don't, it's all well and fine, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lose no sleep, but I appreciate if you subbed. And thanks for coming through on B March Boxing, you know what I mean? Non-biased perspective. I'm a fan of boxing before any fighters. I like certain fighter styles, and I am a fan of certain particular fighters, but nobody's exempt from criticism or praise on my channel. You heard? So B March Boxing, I'm about to seal the deal on this video, man. About to step out with my pops. Go enjoy the evening. And I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Big ups to Kawhi Straight Face, Boxing Killers TV. Great point. Them tickets too much, man. Too much. Dan the Man, shout out to you. Mike D, Central Hip Hop. One of them ones. Shout out to everybody who came through. One love. Peace. I'm gone. If you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe and hit that thumbs up if you like the